Hey love, Kristen here, ready to give you an inside sneak peek to the 2022 Quantum Human Design Evolution Guide. Karen Curry Parker puts one of these out every year, and this guide is giving you the solar transits from week to week throughout the human design year. So I wanted to show you what this looks like so you can see the inside before you purchase it. If you open it up in the beginning, here it has the contents of the new moon, giving you the overview of the new moon transits, full moon transits, and it informs you on how to use this book. There's also a theme for the year that Karen goes over here. And then when you open it up, the Human Design New Year starts every year late January. So this year it started on January 22nd. There's never really a bad time to pick up one of the evolution guides, either in the paperback version or the Kindle version, because you can start tracking the transits and becoming aware and journaling about those, at any time throughout the year. So it could be November and you can still pick up the 2022 evolution guide. There's never, so you didn't miss your opportunity or your window. You can pick up on this at any time, and we do encourage you to do that so that you can become aware of how the energy of the transits and how it's, perhaps affecting or how you're experiencing it. This book I love because for me, there's plenty of room to write and journal in here. Some people, you might want to take the journal questions and then use a separate journal or notebook to write. You can do that as well. But just to give you an idea of what the inside looks like for each week, there's the date, and then it's showing you where the sun is transiting. If you're like, hey, I want to know about all of the other planets and their transits as well, Karen does a monthly overview each month of the planetary transits. So that there's a written report that comes with that. You can opt into that in our Teachable School, and that will have all of the other planetary transits as well. So you can kind of journal in here and mark this up. There's again, I feel like there's plenty of room to write, or you can have a separate notebook. So you can say the sun is transiting in the 41, but here's, these other planetary transits, and you can kind of keep track of them all together. So in this particular guide, it's going to give you the challenge or the lesson for this gate and the energy it brings of the archetype. And then there's some journal questions here. Karen's included an affirmation and then an EFT setup, which is the emotional freedom technique. It talks more about that. And again, in how to use this book, you can read more about that here. And then again, it shows you the new moon and also the full moon and the lunar eclipse cycles. So I think that was at eclipse season. It has a little bit about eclipse season and then the dates for that as well. So for the new moons and full moons, it's going to give you the gate that the moon is transiting in, the astrological degrees and sign, a little bit about what the new moon energy brings us, the lesson, the challenge. And for this, there's the optimal expression, the unbalanced expression, some contemplation questions, and an affirmation as well. So it kind of goes through this throughout the, entire year. And keeping the same type of theme. Again, here's the full moon, gives you the gate, the astrological sign and degrees, challenge, optimal, and balance, all of this here. And it just goes through each and every week. So you can keep track. You can, write in here. If you want to buy the Kindle version, you can keep a separate notebook. But this goes all the way through to the very end of, into 2023 and into the very last before the next Human Design New Year, which will be late January 2023. So that's it. That's a peek inside the evolution guide. And again, Karen puts one of these out every year. I will go ahead and post the link for you below for this 2022 version. And I will also link for you our monthly live broadcast that she does. So you can join us for that, or if you can't join live, of course, you'll be able to watch the replays. So that way you have a full picture and full overview of the planetary transits for the entire month, from month to month, and then from week to week.